Taylor's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Ball carrier.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check the backer, check the backer. Whip. Watch the whip. All 52.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's down.
Have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Check me out. Check the hot lead. You go tight. You got tight. Alert. Check 52.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run with Hunt. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
Ready? 20.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. With it is Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
You ready? Check nickel. Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 20. 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
They shall run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here's Allen. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike 42. And watch the lane. Check 42's the Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Man, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
Newton on first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
you're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. That's it. Slant. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I'm scared. Mike 42. Mike 42. Let's go, D. Hey, tight.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Allen will try again on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he finds Gronk. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Allen.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Allen. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackle made.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
4 yards
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A gain of 4 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Antonio Gibson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Allen's pass intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Hey, pick it up, middle.
From the gun, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Allen from the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Mike 42. Mike 42, check.
Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
You know they pay me extra for
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic. and take it to the house? Finally here in the second half, that got done.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's tackled at the...
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not...
And got his man complete. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Check 4. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's crashing.
They'll try and run it up the middle. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10. At their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 34, Patriots 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
42-yard line.
Cam goes out wide quickly. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England,